What's up, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and on the above? This is DL returning to you with more KSL Sinnoh Melee content. So week 1 battle between AlecG and JoJo. So Alex got the team of Heatran, Cresselia, Cloyster, Mismagius, Umbreon, Rhyda, Manectric, Primeape, and Leafeon versus JoJo's Rain team, Zapdos, Empoleon, Machamp, Kingdra, Togekiss, Kabutops, Quagsire, Pachirisu, and Shedinja. So this game has started, but I'm a little bit behind, but not too much this time. So in terms of the matchup here, I definitely expect Leafeon to come from Alec against the quad water types. JoJo doesn't really have a lot of good grass resist. It's only Zapdos, Togekiss, and Shedinja. And Heatran actually has a pretty tough matchup, even as a tier 1, just because it's quad water. But Cloyster is really, really scary on the other side. Cresselia's Moonlight does get hampered by the rain if that's up, so that could be annoying. And Mismagius is a huge threat in this matchup, I'd say, as well. And Manectric, we already saw JoJo get messed up by a Raikou in his last game, so Manectric with Hidden Power Grass should be able to just kind of tear through this team, especially since it gets access to good coverage moves for Shedinja. It gets access to Flamethrower. So I definitely expect the Manectric to make a big showing here. The Rhydon probably gets benched into this matchup, to be honest, though. It is actually pretty good against the Zapdos, so that'll be the main reason to bring it. But especially if the rain's up, the Leafeon should be able to tank the hits, because it should be Spadef or Kingdra. Anyways, we're going to go to the first turn. So we got Mismagius lead versus Empoleon. We see a taunt, try to prevent the rocks from going up, as he just goes for a Hydro Pump. That might be a Specs Empoleon, but Mismagius isn't very bulky. But Umbreon's really fat, so that's definitely probably a offensive Empoleon based on the Hydro Pump. She shows Wish, he shows Quag. Misses the Toxic on Leafeon, that's really unfortunate. Hard Manectric on the Quagsire, that's a gutsy play. I guess probably predicting a switch. So you got Zapdos does lose to opposing electric types, and electric types are not immune to paralysis this gen, so really nice T-Wave on the Zapdos. That's his fastest Pokemon is the Zapdos. So that's really good speed control for him. He does get up the manual Rain Dance, and Kingdra eats half of his HP from that T-Bolt. So yeah, with the Rain up, that's Life Orb, Kingdra, and Rain, so that's probably a Specs Empoleon then, based on that. Earlier damage to Umbreon, it's probably Max Spadef based on this. Protects, does a nice job to waste some of these Rain turns, but Umbreon going down early is really unfortunate. I think he should have probably tried to preserve that and gotten off a Wish at some point, maybe against like Zapdos or Quagsire. Even if he eats a Toxic, it's better than being dead. Miscalculating rain turns, I'm guessing here, or no, Focus Sash. He just happens to live. It's Damp Rock from the Zapdos. It's been revealed as well. Strange choice. Wait, no, yeah, Aqua Jet. That makes sense. But let's just let the Crest get in here for free. Before we get started. Sunny Day. That's a nice counter tech. Does Leafeon get Chlorophyll? No, not in this generation. Unfortunate. He tries to Hidden Power something. Yeah, that's Hidden Power Electric based on that immunity. Interesting. I guess that's its best way of hitting the Empoleon, which is the Psychic Resist. C6, Ape 2 Rocks. We got the Leafeon. As you mentioned, JoJo doesn't have great grass resist. It's really just this and Shedinja gets the crit. If this Zapdos has Heat Wave, which then the Sun Boost would actually be really annoying. It gets off the Rain Dance in spite of the paralysis. So last time he went hard Kingdra here, but that's now dead. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he goes into, because Kabutops, since it doesn't have the Dragon typing, will just drop to Manectric's T-Bolt here. And you don't really want to go into Quag and waste your rain turns, since it's not offensive mon. And he predicts the Quagsire with the HP Grass at that. So really nice play from Alec there, calling that out. I guess he didn't really have anything else comfortable to go into. What does he probably have in the back, based on what we've seen? So they're coming out JoJo's team. So some of his stronger mons are Machamp, Togekiss, and Kabutops. Machamp is slower and doesn't really do that well. Togekiss obviously drops the T-Bolt. Yeah, that's probably what he's got in the back, because I imagine Machamp and Kabutops. That just does drop to the next HP grass. Here's Kabutops in with the Swift Swim in the rain, but Leafeon should be able to tank this up very comfortably if it's physically defensive, which it does appear to be. That is rain boosted, so the Stone Edge might be able to pick up a kill here, especially if it crits. But yeah, we'll see. Good old our pal Hef Nasty in the chat. Good to see KSL pals watching this. Finally got people to start posting their games in the live battles channel and playing that role. So I'm trying to get the community active again. Hopefully I can get more people to join us for commentary at some point. Shows the Togekiss. See, a synthesis does get reduced in the rain, so that's kind of annoying. It does get increased in the sun that the Cresselia sets up. So probably still good bringing in this matchup. It's a nasty plot Togekiss. So yeah, the Machamp is the benched mon. But this thing is obviously going to be slower than Manectric. Obviously not Scarf. I don't think he's mad enough to run Scarf Nasty Plot. But I think Manectric presses Thunderbolt 4 times and wins. Empoleon probably lives a hit just because it's really high speed def and Manectric's not that strong. But Zapdos has to get off a Rain Dance through Paralysis to try to get Kabutops to be faster again. So yeah, he's probably going to sack something here and then try to get Rain Dance up with Zapdos. But the Leafeon's at 86%, so Kabutops shouldn't be too big of an issue. Especially with Cress is so fat. If the Zapdos dies setting up the Rain Dance, then he can just like sack something, or just go into Cress and get off the Sunny Day. But Togekiss is gonna live that. Yeah, Togekiss is really high speed def as well. Yeah, Manectric's super weak. And he was leftovers on the Manectric as well. That's probably a mistake there based on how strong this thing's matchup was. Probably would have brought Expert Belt. Just goes for the Power Gem and it lives. That's really, really weak. Is this not like a invested Mismagius? Or is this like a really fat Togekiss? He does have the leftovers, but Nasty Plot would indicate an offensive set. The last move is probably Air Slash. Yeah, Alec has really misplayed this, it would appear. I thought the Manectric should have been, yeah, Taunt would have been better to do this last turn, but I guess he didn't know that he had Roost. He's going to keep the Togekiss low, but Leafeon certainly can't kill. And this looks like a support Cresselia, so I think Togekiss actually wins from this position. Yeah, I don't understand. I think this Manectric set's really lackluster. Yeah, Expert Belt or Magnet probably would have been able to pick up the kill. If we look, it did 70. Maybe it wouldn't have. But in that case, I think that this is a misplay in general. I think I don't understand how he ends up in this position. Another thing he could have considered against the rain team is packing Thunder, and that probably would have picked up the kill. Oh, we're missing turns here, my bad. So yeah, the Mismagius died. If he had taunted that first turn, it would have kept the Togekiss much lower. I guess he ends up at the same HP, but he would have been able to get the kill actually. So yeah, HP Electric does a whole 26. And Alec's gonna go down. Yeah, he just seems like he's. I think losing the Umbreon was a huge misplay, especially since Togekiss isn't a Fairy type this generation. Umbreon would have been a better checks to it, especially if it was carrying like a Toxic would have been really useful. I think that he definitely could have improved on the Manectric set. It had a really strong offensive matchup, and the leftovers just didn't leverage that very well in the Thunder Wave. If that was a Thunder, probably would have been better too. I mean, it was nice tech for the Zapdos, but I think unnecessary. And the Primeape was a little thrown away. I guess he didn't really have great checks to the Kings or whatever when he sent it out. But yeah, we'll play the JoJo, I guess. I really think Alec floundered this one. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to the next video.